Hey family, my teacher, welcome back. Have you ever been betrayed, misunderstood, or hurt by people you trusted? You thought life would go one way, and suddenly, everything changed. Today's message is this: what they meant for evil, God will use for good. Let's take a look at the story of Joseph and how God flips pain into purpose. 1. Joseph's life took a sudden turn. Joseph was favored by his father, had big dreams, and even saw visions of his future. But instead of rising to greatness, what happened? His brothers hated him. They betrayed him. He was sold into slavery, then falsely accused and thrown into prison. Sometimes the road to your purpose starts with pain, but here's what we learn through Joseph. God was with him in every step. 2. God was working in the background. Genesis 39:2 says, "The Lord was with Joseph, and he prospered, even in the house of his Egyptian master." Even when Joseph was in chains, God was still guiding the story. It didn't look like favor, but it was, because sometimes God's favor looks like preparation. 3. The process leads to the palace. Joseph spent 13 years in waiting, working, and wondering. But in Genesis 41, Pharaoh has a dream no one can interpret, and Joseph is remembered. In one day he goes from prison to palace. Why? Because God's timing is never random. It's always right. If you feel forgotten or stuck, remember, God hasn't cancelled the promise. He's setting the stage. 4. The power of Genesis 50:20. Fast forward. Joseph is now a leader. His brothers come back, needing help. He could have taken revenge, but listen to what he says in Genesis 50:20. "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." God turned betrayal into blessing, pain into purpose, slavery into leadership. And if he did it for Joseph, he can do it for you too. You might not understand your season right now. It may feel unfair, painful, or uncertain. But take heart. God is writing a bigger story. The very thing the enemy meant to destroy you, God can use to launch you. Comment: God has a plan for my pain, if you're trusting him today. Share this with someone going through a hard season. Subscribe for more truth and weekly encouragement. You're not done, God's not done, and your story isn't over.